Hi, Dr. Burton here. So today we're going to talk about sociological theories. The last section you read about the sociological imagination, in which you talked about or read about different perspectives of things, and that large social forces can have an impact on people's lives and produce behavior, and kind of looking at the world through different lenses, different perspectives. Today we're going to get a little more specific, and we're going to talk about theories, sociological theories that use the sociological imagination. There are three theories that sociologists use typically, and those are the same three theories that are talked about in your book. Conflict theory, your book refers to it. I often talk about Marxism or neo-Marxism. It's the same general principle. Structural functionalism is the second theory, often referred to as functionalism. And then the third theory is symbolic interactionism. Now, I'm going to present a little 2x2 table that's going to be a schema for you to help you understand how these theories work, and kind of understand their philosophical, theoretical underpinnings, just to help you get a sense of things. It's a little schema so that you can kind of picture each theory and where it fits relative to each other. The little table that I'm going to provide here, and there's a download of it on your web page here, is called The Structure of Human Action. And this is the table that you can download from the web page. Go ahead and do it. It'll make things a lot clearer. You'll be able to see it. You'll have it in front of you. Besides, it'll be likely be on your next exam. So go ahead and pause the video now if you want, and download it, and then print it off or put it on the screen in front of you. It's a 2x2 table. On the left-hand margin here, you have motivation, motivating factors for individuals, materialistic motivation or idealistic motivation. And then across the top here we have social forces, and there's either micro social forces or macro social forces. And if we look at those, crossing of those two margins, we find that we have over here in the upper right-hand side, we have macro materialism, which is conflict theory or Marxism or neo-Marxism. Karl Marx is one of the founders of this perspective. Down here below that in the macro category still, but now in idealistic motivation, we have structural functionalism. This theoretical perspective is some people in it would be that you'll read about, be Emil Durkheim. Comp is in that category. That's macro idealism, and this down here is micro idealism, and this is symbolic interactionism. People that you'll read about, like Irving Goffman and Mead will be in there. George Herbert Mead will be in there as well when we talk about socialization. So those are the three theories that your book talks about and that we talked about. Now this one in the upper left-hand corner, this is a micro-materialistic. It's not used very much anymore in sociology, and it's exchange theory. You find it often used in economics, and it's kind of a cost-benefit analysis thing. If you want to go to college A or college B, you weigh the costs and the benefits, and whichever one has more benefits, you decide that's the one you're going to go to. Not very exciting. It's not used much anymore. Although it does have some uses. And with kids, you have a lot of cost-benefit analysis that you provide them, and if they choose to do X, their consequences or benefits are Y or Z, but we don't use it that much in sociological theory. So these are the three perspectives that your book is concerned about, and those are the three perspectives that I'm concerned about. And that's conflict theory under macro-materialistic, structural functionalism under macro-idealistic, and then symbolic interaction under micro-idealistic. Just to talk about the margins for just a minute, Under motivation is materialism and idealism. Now, we all know people who are motivated materialistically by wanting to have new cars and new gadgets and things like that. And that's part of the meaning of that. But people are also motivated materialistically in order to have a warm coat in the winter, food in their stomach, a roof over their head. So no matter how idealistic you are, you have some materialistic motivations too. We all have some basic human needs, materialistic needs, that count in that category as well, as the person who needs the fancy car or whatnot. Then idealism, and we know people who are idealistically motivated. These people do things for what they believe to be the right reasons, without calculation to any kind of material gain or loss or benefit. They do the things that are supposed to be done, and that's the motivation under idealism as well here. Okay. Across the top we have social forces, macro social forces and micro social forces. Macro social forces are things like economics and politics and history, those types of forces that drive behavior. Under micro social forces, we have much smaller scale things like a sense of self, a sense of identity of who you are. Small groups where there's a few individuals in a group that that provide forces to have you do things. So micro and macro social forces, and for the motivation, materialistic and idealistic. And we cross those and we get the three theories that the book talks about. All right. Any questions, drop me an email or give me a call. It's probably always easier to handle things with a phone call. It takes 2 or 3 minutes to sort something out generally, so don't hesitate to call or email me. All right, have a good day.